Hey Black Petersburg. So we are here again with another feature. I think you might know some of these beautiful ladies, but I'm going to let them introduce themselves, starting with Miss Karen, and then we're just going to go around and we're going to share a little bit more about these ladies as we get into it.
I'm Karen Harris, Karen Mayfield Harris. I'm the owner of Karen's House of Beauty in downtown Petersburg, Virginia, 113 North Sycamore. And we have been here about 27 years in March. And this is my mother right here beside me, Carolyn
Mayfield. And we have been in Petersburg.
She was the previous owner of Carolyn's House of Beauty on Washington Street.
Yes.
And she was in business for 23 years, Mother?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
23 years before?
Yes, before me.
Wow.
Generations. We have generations.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so 23 years. Say your name again.
Carolyn Mayfield.
So Mrs. Carolyn
Yes.
Mayfield, married
Yes.
to
Reverend Frank
Frank
Mayfield.
All right, that's Papa.
All
right.
That's Papa.
And then
Yes.
this lovely lady right
All
here.
right, I'm Michelle Mayfield Edwards, and I'm the owner of Expressions Hair Studio on 460 in Petersburg, Virginia.
Awesome.
And how many years you been?
And I've been in business 12 years this year.
Oh, wow. 12 years, Michelle.
Wow.
What a blessing.
So generation.
So
Yes.
tell me, how many sisters is it? Any brothers?
No brothers. There's 4 girls. I'm the oldest.
Oldest. Are you
Yeah.
baby?
Next to the baby.
Okay.
And it's 4 girls. I'm the oldest. Then I have a sister, Katrina, and my baby sister, Tamala. She works with me. And I also have a first cousin, Tara, and she works with my sister, Michelle.
Okay.
Yeah, she works with Michelle.
All right, so there's 4 sisters, and I'm assuming y'all all grew up in her shop.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So
how
you
we
started
started
into the hair care industry.
Yes, doing
As soon as school was out, shop they come.
We couldn't enjoy the summer or anything, and we had to go up in the salon.
Yeah.
Did y'all like growing up in that environment? Y'all kind of remind me of Tina Knowles and Beyonce.
Oh, yeah. I wish.
Yeah,
Oh, my
so
God. I wish we could sing. I had to tell Nicole that.
So growing up in her salon, did y'all want to get into the beauty industry, or did y'all have aspirations to go somewhere else?
I had aspirations. I used to work for the government.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I worked for the government about 7 years when I graduated. I graduated from Atoka, then I went to John Tower. And from there I was working at Bellwood.
Okay.
But also on the weekends I was shampoo help for my mom. And I just loved being down there with the girls. You know, it was just fun.
That's
You
what
working
actually
and you're having
happens.
fun.
Yeah.
You working and you're having fun.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. And, you know, shampooing and everything. Next thing I know, I was practicing. And my father said, well, if you want to. And I said, Lord, I didn't want to leave my government job. But he said, I'll match your income.
Oh, nice.
And I couldn't say no to that.
That's right. So you
Yeah, so
started
that was
doing
true
hair
blessing.
what year?
87.
Was it 87? Yeah.
That's when I
Okay.
was born.
Oh yeah. With Nicole, no, she right. Yeah, right
It
before
was 87.
right before I had my first one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and you started working at her salon?
Mm-hmm.
And then when did y'all move from her salon to here? How long? You was there on Washington Street for 23 years? And then what year did y'all move right here?
We moved. Me and Karen moved here to Karen's shop in '96.
96. Okay. So did y'all keep the salon over there on Washington
Yes,
Street?
Because we had a supply store also. My husband in the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So tell me the
Beauty
story.
supply.
Tell me your story of how you got into beauty and the story of
Raising
being a pageant
raising
winner.
4 girls.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you gotta do hair. You gotta do hair. I'm getting into that now. Yeah, girl, you right.
And my
You
aunt
right.
Shirley, she also had a salon in
Your
New York.
sister.
My sister-in-law and my brother-in-law.
Wow. Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Karen obviously is your first. So you already was in beauty by the time you had her.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes, because I worked at Ally as a technician.
Okay.
In the lab. I stayed there until I think it was 68. And then I went to Central State.
Yeah.
Yeah, she worked for
And
the
I
state.
worked for the state 13 years.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
We never thought we would have been all of us doing hair. Though. I never thought.
Because my
it would
dad
have
made me go with her.
Yeah.
My father said, well, you know, you don't want her over there by herself, so you go with her. So made sure it was two up over here and two at the shop, my other two sisters.
Beautiful. So you had a career before this.
yes.
Then after Central State, you decided to open up your own shop.
Yeah, I was working at Central State and I had opened up the shop. I was afraid to turn it loose.
Oh my goodness.
I really was.
Central State is like 12 hours.
So I had to pray on it. I had to pray on that.
Step out
And
on
then
faith.
Wow. So what year? Do you remember what year you opened your shop?
It was 82.
82, yeah.
Wow.
I graduated in 83.
When was you born?
Yeah. I was born in 65.
Wow.
I was born in
Okay.
65.
So how old was Karen when you opened the shop?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I was up there because I graduated in 83.
17 or 18.
Sorry guys, this is Nicole. This is the
This is
one, two,
her.
third
And
generation.
she's the owner
I'm
of
gonna make
Nicole's
sure.
House of Beauty.
Can you back it up some for me, please?
Yeah.
It's okay. These are supposed to be candid, so it's.
You
it's
can't see
okay.
Nicole at all.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Nicole, tell them who you are, please.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. Go ahead.
Hello everyone, I'm Nicole Collins. I'm owner of Nicole's House of Beauty, daughter of Karen and granddaughter of Carolyn.
And niece.
And
Right. Beautiful. And you are third generation hairstylist.
Yes.
Owner, because we got owner. We're bosses. There are boss women in Petersburg. I love this. All right, so let's see. You was born 62.
I was born in 65.
65. You opened your shop in
82.
82. That's where the two came from. 82, and then you were 18. How old were you when you were working?
Yeah, I was about 17.
17. So did you start working the shop as soon as she opened?
Yes, I was shampoo.
Shampoo
I was
girl.
shampoo.
Okay.
We
Nice.
started out, I didn't have no license. I went to John Tower to get my carpentology license.
Okay.
But I didn't have no license at that time for hair, so we were just the shampoo girls.
Okay.
Yeah,
How long did you shampoo before you got promoted?
It was quite a few years. That little money paid, that little extra money came in hand on me.
Okay, so you was in
Yeah.
college and you was doing that on the weekends and the evenings. Okay,
Yes.
I see it.
Enjoy
And
the
then,
evening.
tell me,
Yes.
okay, go ahead. I'm
our
sorry.
other sister, she graduated in 85, but she was with my
Katrina.
mom full time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
she
then-
graduated from high school.
She graduated from high school in 85, so 3 years in.
Yes.
And you had, okay. So, was it a big shop? I mean, you gotta tell us the story.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
it was big? How many stylists did you
About
have?
12 operators.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
How was Petersburg then? What was the
It
climate
was
out here?
very
What brought
nice.
you here? Because it's news to me. And for those of you that have never been able to sit down and intimately have a conversation with these lovely ladies, I just assumed y'all were from here. I assumed the family was from here because y'all do so much and y'all been
Yeah.
planning here so long.
Well-
So what brought you to Washington
Petersburg.
Street? Yeah.
Okay, me and my husband, we lived and the children lived in Stony Creek, Virginia, which is approximately 30 miles from
South.
south of Petersburg. And I-95 was coming through. This how old we are. I-95 was coming through. At the time, we didn't have no I-95. We had
Wow.
0301.
Wow.
And
So they was
my
building the
husband-
highway. They was
yeah,
building
they were
95.
building the highway.
Wow.
So that's why we had to move. They bought our land.
Oh, okay.
So that's when we moved to Petersburg.
Oh, y'all moved here.
She moved
no,
to
we moved
Chesterfield.
We moved
Oh,
to
you
Chesterfield.
did?
Yeah,
I
for
forgot we sure did.
We
for
did
a
two,
year,
though.
3 years.
Okay,
Three
couple
years.
years. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 years, and
We
that's
moved to
when
Chesterfield in
we
72.
moved to Chesterfield,
Okay.
72.
72.
So when you moved here, that's when. What year did you remember moving here?
I think it was 72.
72, and you opened your shop in 82.
82.
Okay, so you'd already kind of lived here and kind of got a feel of Petersburg,
yeah,
and that's what helped you decide to start your salon here
Here in
versus
Petersburg.
Chesterfield.
Yeah,
Like what made
She knew she had a clientele, and she was doing hair.
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you built your
Yeah.
clientele up
Yeah,
here.
from her, because she was working in Petersburg.
Yeah.
We were living in Ettrick.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
Yeah.
she was
What school did y'all go to? What school did y'all?
Matoka.
Okay, that makes sense.
Matoka,
Okay, so
right.
y'all were little, y'all moved to
State.
Petersburg, and then y'all moved out to.
Yeah, but we right here,
Yeah.
Matoka and Petersburg and Ettrick, next door neighbors. So
Yeah.
we know so many people from, like I did go to Petersburg because I knew so many people from here. So,
And have
that
all the
was a
sisters
blessing.
always worked together? Have all four of y'all always worked together? Y'all always
We
been in the
always,
shop?
yeah, got along.
Always been in
yeah.
beauty.
Mhm.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
rare.
thank God.
That's rare.
Thank God.
We don't work together enough. It's like you do you, I do me. Like that's beautiful to see that y'all work
Mom and
together.
Daddy made sure of that.
Do you have siblings? Do you have sisters and
She
brothers that
don't
you
have-
know?
I have 4 brothers. I have 1 now.
Were y'all
I
real
was the
close
older,
and worked together?
very close.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
Very
beautiful.
close.
So tell us a little bit about your husband.
Reverend Frank Mayfield.
Yes, bread of life.
He works at, well, not work, he volunteered at the Hope Center.
Okay, I'm familiar with that.
That's his second life. That's
Okay.
his second
Yeah,
home.
you would think that was
He
his
loved working with the homeless.
job. Yes. Mm-hmm.
He has a ministry a couple of doors down from here, which is Bread of Life Ministries. And we deal with most of who you see in the street, the homeless. He give them the word and feed them.
Every Sunday.
Yeah, and if they have any doctor's appointments, anything. Because I be
Yeah,
getting
that's
mad sometimes.
Yeah, that is an Uber.
Yeah, but he's an Uber. He is definitely.
He is
Uber.
making
He
make
makes sure you
sure.
Pick
have
'em up
clothes,
from
medicine.
church.
He makes sure.
How long has he been doing that?
Oh,
Well, that goes back to my nephew that
Yes.
passed. That's when he started. I had a
it's
nephew. that had-
1999.
1999.
Uh-huh.
We had a
Yeah.
nephew
He
that
was
passed.
13.
Mhm.
And you know, after losing, you know, he was like my son.
Whose
He was like a
son is that?
son. That was Katrina's son. And he was like a son to my father that he never had.
Mhm.
You know, and you know, after that world, he looked at life a little differently.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he started that ministry. What was he always ordained? Like was he doing something already in
Well, he was always in church.
He
Yeah,
was
my
always
father was
in
always.
church.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And before he began his own ministry, did you guys fellowship somewhere? Like what was y'all's home church?
Yes.
Oh,
uh-huh.
yeah.
Our family
Yeah.
Yeah,
church
Prince
is in
George.
Prince George.
Yeah.
You have the name?
Rising.
Mount Zion.
Rising Zion. Mount Zion.
Mhm.
Okay.
Michael Stiff is the pastor
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
But Karen's church now is Good Shepherd.
Yes.
okay. Good Shepherd Baptist Church right here in Petersburg.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Did we have a funeral today? No, that's
No,
not.
that's not-
Okay.
that's
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Tell us about this pageant that you won.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We have a living legend here. So.
wow, yes. This was in 1986
Okay.
when I won. It's the Virginia State Beautician
Association. Yes.
Association.
In Norfolk,
What
Virginia.
year? What
In
year?
86.
In 86.
Y'all got me. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm keeping up with these dates. Okay, 86.
Oh my God.
And it's Virginia State Beautician pageant.
Uh-huh.
So it's like you're the best beautician, or is it based on beauty? Like what was it? How
Well,
did you
it was
win?
based on, I think
Your
you
talent?
had to raise a certain amount.
Money
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, and then your business, your name, you know, I think she was nominated by a lot of people, you know, and then her association, it was back then we had associations. We don't have that now though. They don't get around, you know, not like they did back then. And my mom was a big part in that association. So
Okay.
yeah, but she
Do they
won
still
in
do
Norfolk.
that? Do they still do that?
No,
They
really.
still got it going, but
It's not like it used to be.
most
So were
of
you
them
the
have
reigning
died
champ,
out.
or you just won that that 1 year, that
The
1986?
1 year.
You did.
Uh-huh.
And they
Yeah.
recognized you? Like, is there any
Oh,
like in the
yes.
paper or
Oh,
anything like
yes.
that?
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, you had a crown?
She
Okay.
had a
Okay.
crown, she had a
Oh, that's
I
really
have it on
cool.
my phone
Yeah.
too.
You do. Send me that. I'm gonna definitely put this in the article. So
Okay.
beautiful. And you know, were you guys ever recognized for anything, awarded for anything?
Well, yeah, I won two. What was the name of that?
Wendell's
Yeah,
organization, Beauty, Best Salon.
Yeah, best
Yeah.
salon
Yeah,
in Petersburg.
Petersburg.
Yeah, but
Tri-City area, Richmond, including Richmond. You
yes,
won.
yeah, for the Tri-City area,
Yeah.
the best salon, and that was
Oh, you
2
won that
years.
a number of times.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
She
it
won
was.
that more times than she can count.
Yeah. Okay. And what about you? Have you gotten any recognitions?
I'm
She's
sorry.
growing.
I'm
She's
so
growing.
I'm so
She's growing.
born.
You're not born at all. So you've been licensed for how long? How long have you been doing hair here in Petersburg?
Nicole is 35.
telling on your age.
I've been doing hair for 36 years.
Licensed as a
Yeah,
cosmetologist.
licensed.
And what's your specialty?
Updos.
Yeah.
Okay, I seen a few of y'all dudes. Yeah.
Yes,
I see
yeah.
'em.
And
Okay.
I
Karen is
love what I
known
do.
for,
Okay.
And so many people asking us
waves and
retiring and all that, but that's not even in my.
No, your mama ain't retired. No, y'all
Oh,
want
she's
to
so
live
sad.
all along.
Right.
Right. No, this ain't no such thing as retiring from hairstylists. These people still gonna come by your house. They be like, I need your hands in my hair. That's
We love
beautiful.
what we do.
So updos. What about you, mama? What's your specialty?
Press and curl and waves.
Okay,
I
that's
love
old
it.
school. I like that. They don't even do a
I
press and
love
curl
it.
no more. Okay,
Yeah.
press and curl. They don't do that no more. What about you? What's your specialty?
weave.
Yeah, you braided in and sewed in. Okay.
The
So what's your
queen.
special?
Yeah, what's your
It's
specialty?
Katrina.
I like the sew ins and braids.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Katrina's
Okay.
the roller
Oh,
sets.
yeah, Katrina.
Katrina.
Okay. Well, we're making our way around. So, Michelle, tell us a little bit more about you. Tell us your perspective of being a hairstylist in Petersburg and a business owner on both ends. Like you started out, you know.
Well, I started with
Chair.
my mom, of course. Then
Mhm.
me and Karen moved in salon next door in
Mhm.
'96, and I was with Karen for 18 years.
Really?
Yes.
As a child.
And I was like, and it was the
That is
hardest thing
good.
I ever to do was to step out.
Yeah.
But I heard God's voice one morning. He says, stay humble but move forward. And I knew I was making the right decision. And I've been blessed ever since. And this has
What would
been-
y'all say, and anybody can answer this, what would y'all say is the staying power to staying in what can feel like a low traffic, a lot of people look at Petersburg and don't think that businesses can really flourish here. So what do y'all think y'all's secret is to
God, number one, also you have to be respectful to your clients. And we love what we do, and we show love. And they love us and we love them. And so they're gonna come back. You know, our prices are always reasonable. We don't try to rip people off. We just try to, we're family.
Well, where'd you find them at for a new stylist? Somebody that just moved to Petersburg, maybe they're just getting their cosmetology license. Like, where do y'all find
I
your
think
clients
word of
at?
mouth.
Yeah.
Because we've been around for so many years. They just
I think
You know.
one of the things I can say about my grandmother's salon, my aunt's salon, and my mother's salon is that they all three are truly organic, and that when the clients come in to talk with them, or the clients come in because they enjoy being there, and it's not even about, sometimes it's not even about the hairstylist, that they enjoy being in the salon. They enjoy talking with everyone. They enjoy the music. They ask, what's the playlist going? Whose playlist is this? And they fellowship together. They introduce them to new churches. They introduce them to new gyms, or they talk about they want to know the area. These are the people to ask because they are Petersburg and they represent it in all aspects. You can ask my mom or my grandmother what church to go to. Where can I do this? Where can I do that? Who should I know? Who should I talk to if I want to do this? And these are the people to ask.
So a resource.
Yeah, it's
That's
just a
important.
resource that people have that they can tap into.
So y'all haven't
I
had
think
to do
that's
any
what-
advertising. It's all been
never
just
did advertise.
being good people.
Word
I like that.
God is
I like
good.
that.
God is good.
I like that.
Word of mouth.
Only God.
And that's good to know. So, I'm not even a transplant. I came to Petersburg 7 years ago, and I just remember having that experience Nicole just finished explaining to you guys. I walked in off the street. I was like, "Hey, Miss Karen!" Like I had a little book, and I just wanted to do a little book signing, and from there it just became. It just feels like you go into your mama house. It feels like they doing your hair right there in the kitchen, and you get to. It's important if you're not from here to get a real impression of Petersburg and not what you hear. And that's why we're doing these interviews, because, these are people who didn't just get here 5 minutes ago. They are planted, they are rooted, had a business 23 years before the business 27 years. So you're going to know, good people. And it's a shame that these stories don't get out there in as much attention as the negative. But there's a lot of positive and positive people. What I remember about your shop is like walking around. One, all your sisters is in there. Your mama's in there. So it's like, hey, you get to say hey to Nicole's in there. Like you get to say hey to everybody, and we're going to get to Nicole's journey back to Petersburg in a minute. But before she got back here, she was like, "Oh, I got a daughter your age," and she just wanted us to connect. And she's very, very welcoming, and that made Petersburg feel like home to me. When you come here and you don't know anybody, they don't treat you like a stranger or an outsider. So that was really really sweet and really key. But also, it's a resource. So if you want to know what's going on, if you're trying to promote your business, if you're trying to get in good with like the right people, I remember walking through Karen's House of Beauty and seeing like, you know, the campaign flyers and the, you know, table laid out with all the business cards, and then like for her clients, she had the cupcakes and the cookies in the back. When I was pregnant, I wanted some, you know. So it's those small things. If you're thinking about opening up a shop in Petersburg, you're thinking about starting a business here, you're thinking about being a member of this community, like don't forget to put the people first. So I have to just insert that. Nicole, you was raised in all this goodness. Tell us your story of how, you know, what was your former career? What brought you full circle back home? Did you see yourself in line with this? Like, or was you trying to get
Did you see yourself?
Right. What's the story there?
It happened in the strangest way, but yes, I did always see myself being a part of it. I remember being a child about 7 or 8 years old, and being beside my mom, having my mannequin head set up right beside her, doing the exact styles that she was doing. I would just copy what she did.
So you
And
go
I
up
would
too.
Yeah, I would call it Nicole's House of Beauty.
Okay, I can see that. Okay.
Yeah, so it's always been like something that I've wanted, and a dream of mine to be a part of it. And but it did happen in the strangest way. I was formerly a cytotechnologist with my previous career, and I was traveling with work, and when COVID began, I was living in Hawaii, and but things just got scary, and I wanted to get back home. I didn't know I would be coming directly back home. I actually planned on, when I said I wanted to be closer to home, I meant anywhere from like maybe Philadelphia to Charlotte.
Within a few hours.
Yeah, within a few hours of home.
Yeah, I understand that.
Like I had other plans, and he moved me all the way home.
Wow.
I ended up leaving my job.
What year was that? That
That
you
was
came
in
back home?
2020, March 2020, right at the very beginning of the pandemic.
Okay.
I left my job and came home, and I said, well, it's a bit scary being in the hospitals right now. I'm gonna go back to the shop, and I'm gonna work in the shop for a few months until this calms down. And I came home, I think on a Sunday, and on Tuesday they shut salons down. And we couldn't work in salons either.
Wow.
So there was about a 3-month period where we were figuring it out, and during that time, the spa became available. And when the spa became available, I think that we were over at the shop cleaning up one day, and I saw them put the sign in the window, and I called immediately, and I think that same week we were under contract.
Nice.
Yeah, it just happened very quickly, and
So was this your vision? Like, did you have notebooks full of like ideas where you wanted the nail spot and the yeah, you did? Okay. Awesome.
I had because it did happen during COVID, there was about a year-long period where we had the building and everything was set up and in place, but we couldn't open because the numbers were still rising with COVID. So yeah, I had a lot of time to dream and come up with different ideas and inspirations. It's really grown into something even more than what I've dreamt of. A lot of the clients, I always planned on it just piggybacking off of my mom's business next door. But every day we have clients that I've never seen before.
Right.
It has its own it has its own personality, and it's really growing into its own thing. Yeah, we just hit 3 years. Last week on May 1st, we hit 3 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's been doing well.
So it's a spa. You know, when you come in, this is a foyer right here. It's a lounge area, and then she's got some local businesses that she's featuring, and then she has a manicurist, and she has the pedicure chairs right here, and then she gives massages in the back. So it's like a continuation. It's like you go get your hair done, you come over here when you want a woosah, you know. So and then upstairs, which is my favorite place, you know, she has the social space where you can rent it out for events. And how, you know, how's it been? Because to speak from your perspective of being the kind of the new generation, continuing from people who are rooted and have a tried and true formula. How's it been feeling to like introduce some new stuff that just kind of, you know, you inspired? Like, has Petersburg been, you know, embracive of that, you know, or has it been a lot of trial and error where you've had to like, okay, we're gonna try that for a minute and then throw it out? Like, where have you been with trying to innovate something new in the beauty space? No, that's a loaded question.
I think that there has been some trial and error, but overall, everything has been working well.
Okay.
Everything has been working well. I think that I've had a number of things that I've learned that are helpful with watching my mom's business and my aunts, watching my family in business. There are so many things that you can take from like the old school generation and bring it and incorporate it into new school. Like one of the differences between the spa and the salon is that the salon is very the phone still rings. Hey, can I come in at 2:00 and get a press and curl or whatever? And whereas over here we use a booking system where people book on their appointments online and things like that. But when we can incorporate the same some of those practices, it helps business flow better. Being able to take the walk-ins and not just only take online appointments or making it easy for our clients to be able to access us, just like they did back in the day, where before the booking systems and all of that made things complex to try and get to an appointment. I think that's one of the biggest issues that stylists have right now, is that if you're a good stylist, you're impossible to get to. And knowing that's a growing problem amongst the newer generation, taking those old school practices and having the space to be able to say, well, we can take some walk-ins and things like that, it really does help business grow.
I think so. I think so. That convenience, being able to be flexible, I think will always keep you, you know, ahead of those girls they're amazing stylists, but their booking is a month out, and it's like, but my edges just fell today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what your hair is gonna do. So, have any of you guys had to go back to school to learn these new techniques? Like, how do y'all feel about that when it comes to like, you know, I know Atlanta led the curve with like weaves and like a certain look and a certain aesthetic, or are your customers happy with what y'all always done? Like, where y'all at with that?
I think you go to the hair show.
Yeah.
Do you bring some of that back? Like the stuff? Yeah.
I go to Brown Brothers maybe once every 5 years. And then I just started going to a spa convention in New York that I go to every other year. Yeah.
Okay.
So at the spa convention, I learned at Brown Brothers, I just go and check things out to see what's going on, see what's new, and see the trends. But at the spa convention that I've been going to, I've been able to take a few hands-on classes and learn things because I'm a cosmetologist, not necessarily an esthetician. Or I've never, before opening the spa, skin wasn't my specialty. So just learning more skincare, learning more about waxing, learning more about the nail and pedicures, things that are under the realm of cosmetology that I could grow in. So I've been focusing on that.
Nice. What about y'all? Y'all been in this business forever.
Yeah,
So
well, we used to have a lot of fashion.
yeah, let's hear about that.
Shows.
Yeah.
And-
At the salons?
No,
Or y'all used to go rent a venue and
Rent a venue.
Okay, gotcha.
Virginia State, whenever they had anyone coming big, who was that? Run D? I don't even know. his name.
Yeah, we had
Whenever they
Tony and Tony.
Tony.
to Virginia State or anything, they always wanted us to open up.
Oh, nice. Open up. What's that mean?
To
They had
fashion show.
Yeah.
Do a fashion show. To open up.
So y'all actually had like a whole production where
Yeah,
y'all had
yeah.
models and everything.
Models.
Used to be a
Yes,
man
yes,
And most of them were our
It
clients.
used to be a man named George
They weren't
Bell.
professional models. We chose
used to buy
clients
them
of
too, I
ours.
know.
Really?
We even had a basketball team.
I remember that.
Yes.
Sure
Wow.
We had different schools. We had a basketball
How
team.
long has it been since y'all done y'all's fashion shows and stuff?
Oh
Yeah.
my God, it's been a while. So much have changed.
Yes.
Yes. Late
We used
90s.
to have a show every year.
Yes.
Yeah, those were definitely good old days.
Why'd you stop?
Good question.
It was a lot
Got
of
too
work.
much? Yeah.
That was a lot of
Yeah,
work.
I bet it was. Yeah.
I know.
A lot of work.
One year, I think the last year was when you had to when you raffled your car off. You bought a brand new car and she
Wow.
raffled it off.
I forgot about that.
Mhm.
Beautiful. All right, Michelle, talk to us about your salon and, you know, you coming from the family business, all of you ladies are leading ladies in your own right. So we haven't even gotten that. We've been focusing on the business, but like it's rare to see, I won't say rare, I don't want to generalize. I'll just say that it's important to see women that look like us that lead businesses. And one of the most popular businesses there are for black women to succeed in is the beauty and hair care business. It is. I started my career in, hair care. So it gives you a lot of people skills, a lot of those things. So talk to us about branching out on your own, being under phenomenal mentorship.
I know, it was so hard.
Yeah.
It was so hard. That was the hardest thing, other than my nephew dying. That was one of the most difficult things I ever had to do.
What was the scariest part?
Always so tight.
Missing them.
Yeah.
But she not fired, she not fired.
Wow.
What's been the highlight? And I'm gonna ask every single one of you guys that. What's been the highlight of just overall? It doesn't have to be you running your own shop, but just overall, what's your fondest memory of doing, hair in Petersburg? What's been your the one that just stands out above all the others?
The fondest memory. That's a good question. Just seeing how it just flourished. I opened up upstairs, about 3 years ago, and I have 8 girls that works up there, and 4 of us downstairs. So I mean, it's just awesome how we all get along. Everybody gets back there. Have an eye she does eyelashes upstairs. Her name is Bree. All of them are such phenomenal young ladies. I love every last one of them. And they get along, and I love that. I'm just so grateful to God for.
So the growth. What about you, Mama? What's been your fondest memory? You've been doing this for over 50 years.
I'm gonna tell you, I enjoy meeting new people just about every day.
So new people come into the shop every day.
Just about new people come every day.
Military, a lot of military. We have a lot of military also.
Awesome. So the new people. What about you, Karen?
Yeah, meeting people. What is it? It's not 4-Leaf name. The new Adams, Greg.
Yeah,
Greg Adams.
Yes.
4-Leaf has been truly a blessing.
Yes.
So your highlight has been the military?
Well, and doing the little young, I think my highlight is I always enjoy prom time.
Oh yeah.
Doing the little young girls for the prom and everything. Seeing them off. And then they come back years later and say, and with their kids and say, you did my hair for my prom.
Wow. They bringing their kids back to the shop.
Yeah, we heard that all the time.
Wow.
And then, we did the grandmother hair, the daughter hair, their hair, the grandkids. Yeah, it is true. And you don't realize. I don't realize, it don't seem like I've been in business that long. It don't, time just goes by so quick. I don't realize it's that long, but yeah.
Is it hard work? Does it feel hard or does it feel fun?
Not anything you enjoy.
It's not hard.
I can tell y'all enjoy it.
It's not, when we not working, we still down here.
Really? Oh, that's beautiful. So this has just really become home. What about you, Nicole? What's been your fondest memory? As far back as you can remember.
I like that when I began doing hair, I would get they would give me the children or whatever, and I would do all the children's styles. And that so many of those kids I've watched grow up. I feel like the ones that I started, some of my first customers, that they were probably about 5 years old when I started doing them.
How old were you?
They are all hitting 21, 22 now.
I started
hair in high school.
Okay, so you were how old they are now? That was almost 20 years ago. Okay, got you. Oh wow. Okay. And now
I've been
they've all
licensed
grown
for
up.
17 years.
Wow. Okay.
So I've seen a generation grow. Yeah.
Do they come visit you?
They do.
They do.
Go to their hair.
Wow.
So,
that's beautiful.
I moved from doing their cornrows and their beads, and then they'd say, I don't want beads on my hair. I want long braids. And then they do some long braids, and then they move to, I want my own hair just straightened, and then they move to, I'm going to get a weave. And,
So you grow all the
stages.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean, hair is
that's
very
fun.
personal. Hair is very personal. I mean, it's when you can trust the stylist, when you know what you're going to get, when they're reliable, when they're accessible. Those things are they're a staple in the black community. I mean, period. You know, it's not even racial, but in the black community, hair is important. And your hairstylist, and no matter if it's a barber or a hairstylist, they are family.
Yeah.
They are family.
It's just do what you want to do.
Right, right. No request. Just know that you're gonna do it, and then you know, just that the therapy of just sitting there, and especially when you're a busy mom, when you're a busy woman, that's our sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time we get to sit down and just get poured into.
That's right.
You know, and that's just a small little token that we get to take with us when our hairstylist isn't unprofessional, when she ain't yanking our hair, when she ain't burning. You know what I'm saying? Like, to have that is really nice to have. So I completely understand why they have been with you for 15 plus years and want to stay with you, because it's not all about, you know, the fancy, big, crazy stuff. It's not all about that. It's about, you know, you still have to get up every day and go to work and have everyday styles. And, you know, you need somebody that can be affordable and, you know, it's not going to add stress or all of that to you when you on a tight schedule. So those things are important. Do you ladies have any last things to add? Y'all got anything coming up? Anything that y'all do every year? Like any programming that y'all do here in Petersburg that y'all want to share to the people, you know, who watch this, that are using this kind of as their tourism guide? They'll definitely come by the shop, pop in, hang out, you know, get to know you ladies. But like, how do they get involved? How can they support y'all's businesses or anything that y'all have going on, maybe through y'all's churches or communities, anything like that?
We have a shoe drive at the salon for the for this month, May, June, and July.
You do that every year?
This would be the
For the school, going back to
we this will be our second year doing that.
Okay.
And then we have the Relay for Life. That's at our church, Good Shepherd. That's in a few weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the end of the month, and that's gonna be at the church this year. Usually be at the high school, but it's gonna be at the church this year. And it was something else we was having. Oh, back to school with the backpacks. We do that every year.
When do y'all do that?
in
August? Okay.
That's usually
And they
August.
just drop off the backpacks at the shop?
Backpacks, supplies, any kind of supplies,
Okay.
and
Do y'all do anything around Thanksgiving or Christmas?
for Christmas. Oh, for Thanksgiving also we have the canned goods, and that's for my Bread of Life. That's for my father's church, and then we have the toy drive. That's in the month of December for the kids going for the. Well, one time it was for incarcerated kids, families. You know, the kids that parents are incarcerated, but now it's for, you know, just the kids that, you know, that need help. You know, like getting the angel off the tree. You know, that's what we be doing. Yeah. But I think that's it. Nicole, didn't you have something going on?
You got any programs?
I don't have any programs going on, but
No? Okay. Anybody else, Michelle? You got anything going on at your shop? Okay.
That's the toy drive. I mean,
Yeah.
Shoe drive?
going back to school.
And then my father,
We give out
he
clothes
feeds
too.
the homeless, like I said, every Sunday.
yeah, every Sunday. And then I have a cousin that has a business around the corner, Tony's. He's walking distance from here, and he also helped my parents also with feeding the homeless.
Okay. Well, I finish out every interview by allowing you guys to speak to the next generation. And generation can be in time, where it's the younger folks that may want or need some encouragement, or it can be the next wave of people who move and discover Petersburg. So what would you like them to know about Petersburg? What would you like the younger folks that are from Petersburg to hear from you guys' own mouth, you know, that could be encouraging and uplifting?
okay. For the young generation that's here from Petersburg, I just want them to know that that we can have nice things amongst our city. Like, we can have nice things. People walk in all the time and they say, "Oh, this is like a hidden gem in Petersburg," and it shouldn't be surprising that we have nice things. Like, we can have sophisticated, classy. We can be all of those things. We can be as bougie as we want to be in our own little city. Like, we can have all of those things right here.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah. So just to have a vision of what you want to see out in the world and create that space. Like, I like nice things or whatever. So creating the nice things right here and not having to go seek them elsewhere was the goal, and that other people can do that as well. We can create the nice things that we like to see.
Yeah, you can create and keep that standard of quality, and it shouldn't have to be a surprise. And if enough of us do that, then overall it'll be a classy and nice and beautiful place.
That's
I
true.
love that. What about you, Michelle? What would
I
you like?
say that step out on faith. You know, it's not easy. You have to work. You can't be lazy. You know, but you can do it.
Especially here in Petersburg.
Yeah,
if you have the skills,
you can do it.
Don't be scared of hard
Don't
work.
be scared of hard work. 'Cause it's worth it. You
have
cannot
to
be
hustle.
lazy.
that's
Just
the
work.
pray and get up and stay humble and keep moving.
It's work. Yeah,
That's good.
It's
That's good
work.
advice.
You
Yeah.
have to
Work
hustle.
though, but it's worth it.
Yeah, and like you said, step out on faith. You
Yeah.
have to keep God first, though. And a lot of these young girls, we have it's a school directly in front of us, and they have quite a few students, and a lot of them start, but they don't finish. You know, you have to. You can't be a quitter. You know, you have to go. You have to be a go-getter. You know, and you just believe in yourself. That's
And
the
we
main
did
thing,
have a
believe
good,
in
I can
yourself.
honestly say we had a wonderful
Support system.
support system.
Yes, my
I
parents.
had two awesome. God first, my mom and dad, my sister and my brother-in-law Michael Harris,
Yes.
who have a sprinkler system business also, and my husband. Oh my God, it was.
Yeah, we had a lot
It's
of
a
support.
blessing.
We
It
had a
really
lot of
is.
support.
But
Yes.
we was, you know.
I never imagined. I never
Yeah.
imagined doing hair for years, and then I just took that step. I don't regret it at all, and I love what I do. Yes, I love it. Don't even. It's not even work. It's not. It's really not. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you,
enjoy.
Mama? What do you have to say?
I just love what I do. A lot of my clients ask me, well, when are you going to retire?
Yes.
Right now, I don't see it in the future.
Yes.
75, but
And then she told my grandma, she's 75 now. I said, well, I'm going to be here when I'm 75. You'll be 125. We'll see.
I love that.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
She
love
love.
it.
We
Like
try
they
to.
say,
We be trying to keep her home sometimes, but she loves
refuses.
it. Yeah. And my father the same way. He has the Hope Center where he go and feed the homeless every day. You would think he was getting up and going to a job.
I know that's right.
Yeah, he would
definitely
love.
would think he was getting paid.
Yeah.
No paycheck. No, it don't matter. On Mondays, he is up.
I love that.
Yes.
Well, we're going to wrap up, ladies. Black Petersburg, thank you for watching this interview. Thank you for your support thus far. You guys are amazing. Y'all take the time to like these interviews that we've been doing. Y'all been sharing them. Y'all have been so supportive in the comments on Instagram and Facebook, just highlighting y'all own hometown heroes. Like, all we are here is to be the facilitator. These women were here well before we got here. They will be here well after, you know, and it's one of those things where some people just deserve the recognition because they've earned it. You guys have gotten up every day and y'all didn't do it for that. And y'all do a lot for the community, even if it's just the people that sit in your chair. And sometimes those small acts of kindness don't get the recognition that they deserve. And that's what, you know, that people first model and trying to mend some broken channels when it comes to, like, you know, people that are younger than Nicole and I, and just, you know, we don't all have those wonderful role models and mentors and committed women in our lives that want to see us succeed. So you have them here. You know, they are such an amazing group of women. You can feel the love when you come to their shop. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for taking the time. Yeah, no problem. This is my honor. Like, y'all are dope. So definitely celebrate and love on these women when y'all see them. Come by and pay them a visit if you are not from Petersburg and you are looking for Ground Central. It is right here on Sycamore Street. Come right here as soon as you turn on Sycamore Street. It's, you know, it's the hair salon and the spa next door. You can pop in and you can meet any of these ladies in person. There is no red tape that you have to go through. There's no egos. There's no I've been here, so I'm the stuff. They're going to love on you like they've been knowing you your whole life. Okay, so thank y'all.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
definitely, and I'll share another commercial. of this, but is it okay for me to share that we'll be having a Black Petersburg kiosk at your?
Oh,
Okay.
yes. that's
So
fine.
Miss Karen's House of Beauty, and I'll talk to Nicole about having it as well. But we just want to continue to be a blessing and plant seeds in the community. So we have some free merch coming, and Karen House of Beauty has officially partnered with Black Petersburg to be the distribution center for that. So we'll be passing out some PTG decals, some t-shirts, just stuff that, you know, as the community is coming through these places of business, or we'll send some people this way, we can trust that they're going to be loved on when they get here.
Yes.
Wonderful
yes.
representative
Guaranteed, yes.
of Black success in Petersburg. Female success in Petersburg. So thank y'all for watching, and until next time, subscribe to blackpetersburg.com. And I'm gonna keep going and loving on these ladies after we end the video. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much. This is so good. See how long that went.